But when I was looking at both these things, and I could easily identify more of myself with the masculine side. All those traits, certainly you're right. I mean, whether it's the being focused, whether it's planning, whether it's doing something, all those things I find a lot more. Yes, of course, there is certain things on the other side as well, but this is how I identify myself more. And I'm sure this is the question that we're going to address today, that where you are leaning, what is your natural side, that this is where you lean naturally. And these are certain characteristics. You could pick up all those, nurture all those, and as we move forward, I'll also want to know, even if you are naturally leaning towards one side or the other, maybe masculine or feminine energy, how does it help you? How does it help you to evolve? And what does it mean for your life and anybody around you? So there are many questions coming to my mind. Please go ahead.
Absolutely. So I want to go with the start of when I first learned about this, which will give you a good understanding of which one I was living in and which one was my natural state. Right. So I was doing opposite of what was my natural state. And so essentially I was at a Date with Destiny seminar. It's a 6-day seminar with Tony Robbins. If you have the time to ever do this, I would highly urge you to go to this. He has it. I'm not sure now, like when in the year, but this was, it's usually towards the end of the year, but I don't know how many times he does it in the year. So definitely look it up. But I was at this 6-day conference with Tony Robbins, and this is one of the few conferences where he does the whole thing himself. So you don't have other people doing his teachings. And he talks about masculine, feminine energy. And for me, this is 2010 or was it 2012, something like that. And it was, for me, it was something so new because, I mean, I've heard of masculine, feminine energy, but I didn't really understand what it was, or even, it wasn't even in my consciousness of like wanting to even know what it is. And when he explained it, saying, and his theory was that, you know, you're definitely, your natural state is in one, and giving all those explanations of what each one as we described it, but then through nurture you learn the second one. And if I had to guess right away, because one of the key things about Tony Robbins seminars are, as he teaches things, you have your booklet and you have to do an exercise on the spot. So as I had to guess, or think, not guess, what am I naturally? I immediately wrote masculine. I was completely wrong about it. I was living in masculine energy for so long, not realizing that my natural state is very feminine. And that had to do with nurture, upbringing. So giving an example, I have 3 other siblings, there's 4 of us, and I'm the second child, so there's 3 girls, and the 4th one is my brother. And my father wanted a son. And so with me, after having like my older sister, with me, he pretty much raised me like a son until, you know, the 4th child was a son. And so essentially, if you imagine, he would buy me toy cars as opposed to dolls. So I'm very good at like building things, because every time he would be building something around the house or doing anything mechanical, he'd always get me to help him, whether it's to hold the like flashlight or to finish something. So I'm very good at putting things together, because I was taught those things very early on, and he always taught me to like really stand up for myself and be vocal and be less shy. And I think the career paths I've chosen in the past while, like I wanted to be a police officer, then I wanted to be in politics, and I wanted and telecoms, and they were, at the time, they were very masculine oriented fields. And one thing I have to clarify is, when I say masculine and feminine energy, I'm not talking about men and women. It has nothing to do with your sex, gender. It has nothing to do with it. It's energy.